Sometimes life brings you to a place so dark, so heavy, that even the brightest Christmas lights feel dim. You've prayed. You've hoped. You've waited. Maybe you've cried out in desperation, and still, nothing seems to change. You look around and see joy, celebration, and laughter. But deep inside, there's an ache you can't explain. A quiet pain that hides behind the smile you show the world. You ask yourself, why does everyone else seem to move forward while I feel stuck in the same season? And then you whisper silently, God, have you forgotten me? If that is you, this moment is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. Because the same God who orchestrated the birth of Christ in a forgotten stable is still writing beauty into forgotten hearts. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Heaven knows your name. Let these next moments be sacred. Allow every sound, every word, to draw you closer to peace. Let your soul rest. And let faith breathe again. There are people who carry pain like invisible fire. It burns quietly, through their memories, through their nights. Maybe that's you. You've carried a burden for years. Something that seems impossible to change. A loved one who's lost their way. A marriage that feels beyond repair. A sickness that defies medicine. A dream that's been buried under disappointment. And every Christmas, you tell yourself, maybe next year will be different. But deep down, you fear it won't. Yet here you are, listening, breathing, hoping again, even if only a little. That tiny flicker of hope inside you is not weak faith. It's evidence that God hasn't left you. It's the whisper of heaven saying, I'm still here. So tonight, don't run from that whisper. Let it lead you. Because this Christmas, God is closer than you think. In the quiet moments of life, the kind that no one else sees, God often does his greatest work. He doesn't always move with noise. Sometimes he moves with silence. Mary knew that. When the angel's voice faded and she was left alone with a promise too great to understand, there was silence. When Joseph doubted and the world would not believe her, there was silence. When the Son of God grew inside her and no one could see it yet, there was silence. But heaven was moving. Maybe your life feels silent now. You've prayed and waited, and heaven seems still. But silence does not mean absence. It means something is being prepared, something sacred, something unseen. God works in the waiting. He weaves miracles behind curtains you cannot lift. He sets the stage for transformation in places you can't yet see. Let me tell you a story. There was once a woman named Rachel. Every Christmas, she sat in the same pew, whispering the same prayer. Lord, please heal my son. Her boy had walked away from faith years ago. He was lost, angry, drowning in addiction. And though she smiled during the carols and lit her candle like everyone else, inside she felt a hollow ache. One year, she told God, I don't think I can do this anymore. She stopped praying for a while. She told herself it was useless. But that same winter, when the snow began to fall, she felt a strange pull to pray again. She didn't know why. She simply closed her eyes and whispered, Jesus, please, wherever he is, let him feel your love tonight. That same night, miles away, her son found himself sitting alone in his car, engine off, radio silent. And for the first time in years, he cried. He didn't know why either. He only knew that something deep inside told him he wasn't alone. Months later, Rachel's phone rang. Mom, he said, voice shaking, I think I found my way back. Rachel fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. She didn't know it then, but that moment, that miracle, began. The night she prayed what felt like an impossible prayer. So if you're listening now and your heart feels heavy, remember Rachel. The God who heard her still hears you. Your prayers are not lost in the wind. They are seeds in the soil of eternity. And God never forgets what's planted in faith. This is the miracle of Christmas. It's not just about the birth of Jesus, it's about the birth of hope. Every year, heaven repeats the same invitation. To believe again. To open your heart again. To let the impossible be possible again. The Christmas story begins with impossibility. A virgin conceives. A Savior born in a feeding trough. Shepherds guided by angels. Kings led by a single star. God doesn't need perfect circumstances to do perfect things. He only needs a willing heart. And maybe, right now, that heart is yours. Let your mind rest. Breathe in deeply. Let go of the rush, the worry, the lists, the noise. The world will keep spinning. But this moment, right here, can be holy. This is your Bethlehem moment. The place where your faith is reborn. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to believe that God still moves in silence. Still enters the ordinary. Still speaks in whispers. And still works through what feels impossible. The same God who turned a stable into a sanctuary can turn your pain into peace. He is the God who meets people in forgotten places. A woman praying alone. A man sitting by his window wondering if life will ever make sense again. A young mother too tired to hope. An old father with tears he hides. He meets them all. He meets you now. Take this moment to imagine his presence near you. Soft light. Gentle peace. The warmth that no fire could give. He is here. Whisper to him in your heart. Lord, I need you. I can't carry this alone. He hears it. Even the prayers too broken for words reach him. Even the tears that never fall are counted. And though you may not see the answer yet, God has already begun to move. Because his nature has not changed. He is still the God of miracles. And the very story of Christmas exists to remind you. Nothing is impossible with him. Close your eyes. Let the world fade for a moment. There is only you, and God, and the gentle whisper of your heart returning to him. Heaven listens to every breath you take, to every word you do not say. And tonight, under the light of Christmas, your prayer rises like incense. Your faith, even the smallest ember of it, shines brighter than you know. Let us begin this sacred time together. Prayer for faith. Lord, I come before you with trembling hands and a weary heart. I have doubted, I have feared, I have tried to carry everything on my own. Tonight, I lay it all down before you. In this holy season, when heaven touched earth, let my faith awaken again. Even if it feels small, let it grow. Even if it feels weak, let it breathe. Because faith is not about being strong, it is about trusting you when I am not. When I cannot see, teach me to believe. When I cannot feel, teach me to remember. When I cannot move forward, remind me that you go before me. You are the God who parts seas, who calms storms, who brings dead things back to life. So breathe life into my faith again. Let me walk into tomorrow not with fear, but with peace that cannot be shaken. Because I know you hold my future, and that is enough. Tonight, let faith rise like dawn. Let my heart whisper, even now, God can. Prayer for healing. Lord, you see the pain that hides beneath my skin. The exhaustion of my body, the ache of my soul. The memories that wound deeper than flesh. You are the great healer. You touched the blind and they saw. You spoke to the leper and he was cleansed. You called the dead to life and they stood again. Do the same for me, Lord. Heal me where I am broken. Restore me where I am weary. Lift me where I have fallen. Heal not only my body, but my heart. Heal the places that people cannot see. The disappointment, the loneliness, the secret battles I fight in silence. Let your light enter every dark corner. Let your peace move through every wound like living water. You said that by your stripes we are healed. So tonight, I receive that healing, not as something distant, but as something living inside me right now. Make me whole again, Lord. Let me rise with strength, with clarity, with hope renewed. Let every cell, every thought, every emotion come under your divine touch. And when others see me, let them see not my pain, but your power. Prayer for family restoration. Lord, you see the distance in our homes. The words unsaid, the love gone cold, the hearts turned away. This season reminds me that you came to reconcile heaven and earth. So surely you can reconcile us too. Bring healing to my family, Lord. Let forgiveness replace bitterness. Let understanding replace pride. Let compassion replace silence. Touch the hearts that have grown hard. Mend the bonds that were broken by anger, by time, by misunderstanding. Remind us that family is not about perfection. It's about grace, mercy, and beginning again. Lord, I lift up the ones who have drifted far. The son who no longer prays. The daughter who feels unloved. The parent who lost hope. Reach them tonight, wherever they are. Let your love find them like a light in the distance, calling them home. Let our homes become sanctuaries again. Let laughter return to our tables, gentleness to our words, and faith to our hearts. As you brought your Son into the world to unite what was divided, bring unity to us again. Let Christmas be not only a season of celebration, but of restoration. Prayer for new beginnings. Lord, this year has been heavy. I have failed, fallen, lost, and doubted. But you are the God of new beginnings. You make all things new. Tonight, I release the past. The guilt, the shame, the regret, I lay them all at your feet. I will not carry what you have already forgiven. Let this Christmas mark a turning point. Let tomorrow not be a repetition of yesterday, but a resurrection of purpose. Breathe into me again, Lord. Restore my vision. Renew my strength. Reignite my dreams. Give me courage to step into the unknown. To walk where I once feared to go. To believe that my best days are still ahead. Let this be the beginning of a life that reflects your grace. A life that radiates your light. Let me live not as one defeated, but as one redeemed. Because you live, I can begin again. Prayer of surrender. Lord, I surrender. I surrender my control, my timing, my understanding. I surrender the things I cannot fix, the questions I cannot answer. The pain I cannot carry. Take them all. Make of them something beautiful. You turned a cross into salvation. A grave into glory. A manger into a throne. Surely you can turn my brokenness into blessing. So tonight, I stop fighting. I stop resisting. I fall into your arms and trust that you will hold me. I don't need to know how. I only need to know who. And I know you. You are faithful. You are kind. You are near. You are mine. Let your will be done in my life, Lord. Not my will, but yours. And when I am tempted to take back what I've surrendered, remind me that peace lives in letting go. Now, Lord, I give you thanks. For every moment that broke me, because it brought me closer to you. For every tear, because it became a prayer. For every delay, because it taught me to wait in faith. And for this moment, this quiet, holy moment, where I can feel you near. This is Christmas. Not the lights, not the gifts, not the noise. But this stillness, this love, this presence. You are the gift, Jesus. You are the miracle. And I receive you again, right here, right now. Let peace settle over my soul. Let joy rise in my heart. Let hope anchor my tomorrow. I am yours. And that is enough. Amen. If this prayer touched your soul, don't leave this moment unchanged. Go to the first pinned comment below and discover Heaven's Code. A spiritual journey that has helped thousands deepen their prayer life and experience the miracles of heaven. Let it be your Christmas gift to yourself. A path toward divine connection and renewed faith. And before you go, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. And turn on notifications, so you never miss another prayer like this. A message that lifts your spirit, strengthens your heart, and keeps God's presence alive in your everyday life. When everything feels impossible, remember this truth. The same God who entered the world in silence, who came as light into darkness, still moves in your life today. Keep believing. Keep praying. Your miracle is already on the way.